very, very early, and Mum is very, very excited, and Tim is very, very bewildered, and Chris is here. Hi everyone, it is Friday the 29th of October and we have got to Edinburgh. You can hear Mum and Chris doing stuff with bells. Anyway, on the train I started a new book. It's book hibernation technically from today, but I'm reading this short sharp book first. It's Denise Mina's Rizzio, and it's based on a true event that happened in 1556 where Mary Queen of Scots' right-hand man was captured. Well, there was a plot against her and her and Rizzio, and sorry, everyone's talking, at Holyrood Castle. So what we're going to go and do is go to Holyrood Castle now that we're in the apartment. The room's lovely. I love the fact that secret door ensuite.
What did you do?
Hi everyone, it's Saturday the 30th of October, the second day of book hibernation. I'm with Mum, we're in Edinburgh. We're going to a book shop for women's literature called Rare Bird Books.
Rare bird.
Rare bird, my mother's a rare bird.
I am.
She is very.
And exotic.
And exotic and all those things. Anyway, we're here. Morning everyone, it is Monday the 1st of November. It's a new month and I've decided I'm not only going to be doing quite a bit of non-fiction November, I'm also going to be doing no nonsense November, where I've decided for like the whole of November I'm not going to allow any nonsense, so like any shenanigans from other people, but also from myself. I think I'm probably going to do a video on it, or have done a video on it. I didn't film much yesterday after I left Mum and Chris and my stepdad Tim as they got on the train to Liverpool. I did show some footage of the journey though, actually, from Edinburgh to Dundee, which was stunning. There were seals on rocky islands that you could see as you were travelling on. I mean, honestly, it was just unbelievable. So there we go. Last night I just went to my favourite cheesy place. It's called Moz, and basically everything is mozzarella, so that was really, really lovely. And then I had a really early night because I was knackered. After tomorrow, we go back to Edinburgh, even though we're in Dumfries, well, on a 2.5 hours train journey each way, or 3 hours journey each way, in Dumfries on Wednesday. Back in Edinburgh on Thursday. Was going to get a train on Friday, I haven't booked it yet, so I might book a hotel and stay an extra night in Edinburgh and go and see the fireworks in Edinburgh, maybe from the castle. I like the idea of no nonsense November. I had it this morning. And what I want to try and do today, speaking of no nonsense, is I need to get a haircut, because this I think is just getting a bit silly now in terms of how long it is. Morning everyone, it's Wednesday the 3rd of November and I'm back in Edinburgh. I didn't film much in Dundee yesterday because sometimes the library days can be really full on in the fact that we get there, set up, and then we do a big presentation on what the new project Story Trails is, and then we take questions, and that can go for quite a while because it's like questions from library staff, it can be arts organisations that are coming, it can be MPs and councillors. So yeah, and then there's quite a lot of sort of having lunch and hobnobbing, that's a technical term, and then having like a big wander around the library, working out all the spaces, working out all the spaces work, etc, etc. And then suddenly it'll be like 5 o'clock and then we leave, go and have a debrief, and then we have to travel to wherever we're going. So yeah, yesterday was a bit long, which is why I didn't manage to get any filming done, because it didn't feel quite appropriate when we were going around the library to be filming away. But when it is, I will. And also I'm going back to these places quite a few times, so you will get to see Dundee Central Library in due course. Dundee's lovely. I really, really, really like it. Back in Edinburgh, which I love, absolute palaver last night. We got here at 8:30, maybe 8:45. We didn't actually get in until 10 o'clock because it took so many WhatsApp messages, so many phone calls. It took somebody coming out to open the key lock that had the keys in a random bush down the road. For us, I mean, we were having to send videos to show that we were doing it right on WhatsApp. It was a plug. I was like, why don't they just come? Like, it's the estate letting agent or whatever they are, agency. Anyway, it's a very nice flat. Also, me and Hayley, when we were trying to get into Dundee, we went the wrong way. I think we're just gonna have quite a lot of mad adventures, and I must get better at filming them. But I couldn't film last night because we were both too cross and just tired. But yesterday when we got to Dundee, we realised we'd gone the wrong way and ended up on a dual carriageway, so we just sort of had to throw our suitcases over this wall and clamber into Dundee Library. That was funny. Should have filmed it. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. We'll do next time. Today we're off to Dumfries, so it's about 3 hours each way, and we're going to be going to see the library there and meet the staff and, like I said, the councillors and all those kind of people. And then we've got a focus group where we'll be asking people to tell some of their stories from the area or ones they'd like to see discussed and stuff. So yeah, all exciting. Hi everyone, it is Friday the 5th. It's Bonfire night. It's Friday the 5th and it's my mum's birthday tomorrow. I'm in a hotel in Edinburgh. I've stayed for an extra day and today has been lovely. I had brunch with my boss before she flew back, and then went and had a little wander around Edinburgh because I need some more clothes because I've run out. Oops, and I didn't buy any, but I'll go and do that shortly. Anyway, moving on. Then went to Portobello, which is by the sea, as you'll have seen, to go and have lunch with Paula Hawkins, and that was really lovely. And we went round Portobello books. I'm definitely going to change reading the Firestarters because I've just not been quite in the right mood for it because I've been so blinking busy this week. The book that I picked up was this, which is O Caledonia by Elspeth Barker, which is a reissued classic from W&M Books. Maggie O'Farrell has written the introduction to it. I know Elizabeth McNeil absolutely loved it, and you know, if you've been watching this channel for any other time, if Elizabeth McNeil loves a book, I probably will. The only other thing I've got lined up tonight is I'm going to go up to the castle and go and see the fireworks because it's Bonfire night. Hi everyone, it's Saturday, the 6th of November, it's actually my mum's birthday. I'm still in Edinburgh, as you can see. About to get the train home, had a lovely morning having Danishes and coffee with Hannah Gate, who's a friend of mine. And I went on a spree to find scarves, one for me, one for Chris. I'm gonna miss Edinburgh, it's been lovely. And now time for the train home. Hi everyone, it is Monday the 8th of November. What I wanted to chat to you about was that on Saturday I had a big absolute downer that I had not read enough in that vlog. I'd let everyone down, I was not doing very well in book hibernation, blah blah blah. Full on wobble. I was going to get this and I was going to read it within a day on the train, and I was getting all like that, and I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I giving myself so much pressure? Well, I then saw two of my friends, Anna and her partner Dan, which helped because I think, not that I'd been around people and stuff, but I think when you don't know people so well, and sometimes you need a friendly face when you're away from home for a while, so I need to look at how I'm going to manage that over the coming months. But then everything got put way into perspective because as I was on the train back from Scotland after having my big wobble in the morning, Chris texted me. He's been sick all week and actually had cancelled going into work. He's been doing a lateral flow test and they came back with nothing, and I said to him, look, I'm doing a big event in London next week, which is now this week, it's actually tomorrow. Could you just do a PCR test, a PCR test? And it turns out that Chris has COVID and he is quite poorly, like not in terms of like needs to be in hospital or anything like that, but he's just really, really under the weather and really, really rough. And it just made me put everything into perspective in terms of like, why am I whittling about how much I am or I'm not reading in a bloody reading vlog when like it just brought it all home. And I think as well because Chris has been so cautious because of me, and also because he's a decent human being, but yeah, it just reminded me that it's still out there and it's still a bit close, and yeah, anyway, he's doing all right. He's just very, very cold all the time at the moment. It's been quite a weekend of nursing from afar and buying more soup than I've ever bought in my life. Anyway, that is the state of play. My mother is arriving shortly. I'm in London in a hotel that's very much my aesthetic. I mean, I'm practically matching it. And she has launched her YouTube channel, so I will link that down below so that if you'd like to go and see Louise Savage Muses, you can, although I did note that I didn't get a mention in that video. So there we go. Tomorrow we are doing our first ever gig together where we are hosting behind the scenes at the Books in My Bag Readers Award, where the host is none other than one of my favourite like presenters on telly ever, and someone that is like goals for me, Claudia. I can't actually believe I'm going to meet her. I'm going to have to try not to freak out. It's going to be a time. Reading wise, I'm actually reading quite a few because it's book hibernation as I'm recording this. I've picked a cosy read, and that's Richard Osman's The Thursday Murder Club. Really, really enjoying this so far. I've only read about that much, but I'm looking forward to curling up with it later after dinner, because I really need an early night. I'm knackered. Set in old people's home, where Joyce has kind of been the fourth recruit into what they're calling the Thursday Murder Club, where they try and solve murders that have been left unsolved from the past. But I think somebody's going to get murdered right now, well, in a few pages maybe, so I've got that. I'm also listening, because I'm being a swat, to Claudia Winkleman's Quite. I've almost finished that. It's hilarious, like she is, it's lovely. What I'm going to head to after this, probably on the train back. I've packed very light in terms of books, because I made a huge schoolboy error in Scotland, didn't I? Because I packed big kilos and I barely read one. Next, I'm going to head to the Wolf Den. This is the, what do you call it? Proof. So that's what the final edition looks like. I'm going to be reading this because it is the group read for Autumn Book Hibernation. So there we go. I need to go and meet Mum. I will speak to you all later. So here's the door, and there's the mirror. There's me. Hi. And we've got the telly and the window and some nice art and a lovely bed. And then a desk area. Oh look, there's me again. Hi. And a wardrobe bit, and then oh, I don't have to turn the light on. Very nice bathroom. Oh look, there I am again. Hi. With, oh, I love a rainwater shower. Rainwater? It's not made from rainwater. What do I mean? Rainforest shower. I think that's what they're called. Anyway, it's lovely. I team with it very well, and I think I'm going to sleep all right. So yeah. Morning everyone, it's Tuesday the 9th of November, and I have read a bit more of the Thursday Murder Club. I read last night. We got back from Dishoom, which was delicious. There has been a murder now, and it wasn't who I expected, so that's exciting. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm looking forward to getting back to it. I've also almost finished on audio Claudia Winkleman's Quite, and I'm just really enjoying it. What I like about it particularly is the fact that it covers so many different topics. Like there's a really impassioned chapter on nurses and the importance of them. There's a very funny chapter on famous people. There's a chapter on power, but the power of art, not the power that you would think of. There's just so many different bits. I mean, there's some on Strictly, and there's some on like boots and the importance of boots, and the importance of t-shirts. And yeah, it's just a real mixture of delightful thoughts, really. So yeah, that's really good. I'm waiting for Mum to be ready, and then we're going to go out for coffee and a pastry. She does not know that I'm taking her to Fortnum and Mason's this afternoon for afternoon tea. I can't decide if this is smart enough or whether I need to pop a shirt on. I've brought multiple choices. Anyway, we'll see. I'll probably spill coffee or pastry or something down me anyway. But yeah, that is the plan today, before obviously tonight, when we are hosting behind the scenes at Books and My Bag. So very exciting indeed. Just scanning, not talking. Just scanning, not talking. Just scanning, not talking.
I'm not talking.
There's my mother. There's me. She's trying to do the same vlogs as me. Look at her. She's trying. Oh.
You're trying.
She's trying to do the same vlogs as me.
You're very trying.
She's trying.
Why do I have to? I don't have to put up with it.
She's trying. Look at her. She's trying to get my content. Trying to get my content. I won't have
Look
it.
at the state.
Look where we are. I surprised Mum with Fortnum and Mason for a belated birthday. She didn't cry in the lift like Chris did, so we're actually not speaking.
I put it there. Are you filming it?
Yeah.
All the time?
Might do.
Okay, fine. Right, let's go.
Let's go. We're off. We're already filming. So,
That's brilliant.
we're here with Claudia Winkleman.
Hello.
Actually, I'm going to move it because you are tall.
Drop down a bit.
There we go. So if you want to go in the savage sandwich,
Okay, yeah.
who doesn't want to be in the savage sandwich? Look at that. Is it heavy?
Yes, I feel it.
Oh, Mum's been waiting to do this. So she's telling me about it. You need one of these. Honestly, what's she doing? It is a worry. Right, okay. Morning everyone, it is Wednesday the 10th of November and I am still in London. Mum has gone, she went very early this morning, I haven't seen her. We had such an amazing time, as you were seeing, getting to interview Claudia, which is a highlight of my year, getting to see Sarah Winman, who is always a highlight of my life, just having a great time behind the scenes. Really fun night, and it's weird because nights like that where it's so much fun, you almost feel like you're not working even though you really are. Anyway, then we went to Zadell, one of my favourite restaurants. Chris has been sort of half sulking, half joking that while he's at home with COVID, I'm reliving his 50th because we went to Fortnightly Masons yesterday, which me and Chris did for his birthday. That was Mum's belated birthday present. And then we went to Zadell, which me and Chris did his birthday. But as Mum pointed out, I went to Zadell with her first after the Costas when I just did it the first time. Anyway, I'm going to go up to Whole Foods, which is one of my favourite shops in the whole world. I don't know if I've told you that ever before. Whenever I go to America, I'm obsessed by it, and they have one just there. I might also go and pick up a book for my fall prompt for autumn book hibernation, because I want something. I'm in danger of not that I think we should be cramming reads in, but I'm in danger of not hitting all the prompts I really want to, and I thought something short would be good. And I've seen a poetry collection that would match fall, so that's a really nice thing to do. Plus, always in the mood to go to a bookshop. I've not been to the Waterstones, it's only down the road, so I'm going to go and check that out, and then have breakfast in bed, buy my lunch at Whole Foods that I can have on the train, because it's a long train journey back, because I was cheap, and that's the plan. I'm going to actually leave the hotel now. So I am back at the hotel, and the loveliest thing happened. After I had gone to Waterstones and I was walking to Whole Foods, I bumped into Elif Shafak. I mean, imagine that. You'll all probably know, or well, I think it's well documented that I love Elif, and when she came on the Sky Arts Book Club, I had to try really hard not to fanboy or cry. So that was amazing. And she was just like, we had a little chat, and then that was it. We went on our way, but we said we're going to do something. We must do something together. It'd be brittle. Anyway, in Waterstones, I did get the book I was looking for, which is Poems to Fall in Love With, which is chosen and illustrated by Chris Riddell, who I adore, another person that I really love. I adore his illustrations, and I think this is going to be very emotive. So yeah, I'm hoping to read that on the train. Of course, I didn't only buy one book. How would that be possible? I bought another one, which I spotted out the corner of my eye, and it's Tunneling to the Centre of the Earth by Kevin Wilson, which I think is a short story collection. I've wanted to read more of his since I read the brilliant Nothing to See Here, and yeah, really thrilled that I spotted it, because I have not seen this about. So Australian fiction, I think he's Australian. Anyway, yeah, that, and I got loads in. Ignore the rubbish on my bed. Whole Foods. I had to get a cold hot bag or whatever they're called, especially, so I'm now on brand wherever I go. I bought some madeleines, freshly made madeleines to have for my breakfast. I'm going to have those now, grab a shower, get changed, finish my packing, go. Morning everyone, it is Saturday the 13th of November, and the reason that I'm perched on the edge of the spare bed is Mildred is just here and she is hogging it because she's a bed hog. Anyway, I haven't spoken to you for a few days because I've mainly just been sort of very quietly and calmly hanging out with Chris. He's doing much better, but it has really hit him so much better actually. Might not seem that much better if you saw him, because yeah, he's actually in the shower at the moment, and has even said he wants to go out for a walk, which has not happened, and subsequently has meant that the last few days have been quite probably boring viewing wise if I'd filmed them, because it's literally been us sat on sofas on the opposite side of the room from each other, binge watching quite a lot of TV, watching quite a lot of films. I discovered Chris had never seen Hocus Pocus. I thought it was the COVID talking. It was true. We've watched that. We watched The Harder They Fall, which is a brilliant cowboy film on Netflix. Go watch it. And what else have we watched? We watched the new Charlie's Angels. That was actually quite good, and much better than I thought it was going to be actually. And what else? Something awful, I can't remember what it was. And so that's where we are with that. Also catching up on Drag Race and yeah, all those TV shows that we love. So yeah, book-wise, on the train back, I read Love, or Poems to Fall in Love With, chosen and illustrated by Chris Riddell. Really, really love this. It made me actually like a bit of Shakespeare, which nearly made me pass out. The illustrations, I'm trying to find some good ones, are just gorgeous. And actually the last few poems really, really moved me. And what I really loved about this collection is there's no pretense here. It's not pretentious at all, is that what I mean? It's got like Edward Lear and some of his hilarious ones like the Bongy Boo, which made me think of my granddad, who I used to call Bongy. And at the same time, we'll have things like Shakespeare, and it's got some of my favourites like Wendy Cope in it. But the last few poems really, really moved me because it talks about sort of love in different forms, and the last part is about grief. But yes, would definitely recommend this. I have another one of his anthologies, which are poems to live your life by or something like that, and I'm looking forward to heading to that in due course. Anthologies I should read more often because it does make you find poets, or even with short story anthologies, authors that you want to go and read more of. So yeah, that was good. The big thing that I've read, and honestly the state of it, I've sort of cracked the spine and carted it around here and there, is The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. I really, really enjoyed this way more than I thought I was going to. Not in a snobby way, but just I wasn't sure how I was going to get on with it. And I love books about old people's homes. So that was an instant tick because it's set in an old people's home where a group of the people living there meet on Thursday to try and solve cold case crime. And I love cold case crimes. Anyway, an actual murder happens and they all get involved, and it's really twisty and turny and brilliant. And I love the characters, particularly Elizabeth, who's clearly got like a really, really interesting previous life, as actually has Joyce, who's very charming. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I didn't see the end coming. And maybe that's my only slight quibble, maybe, is that I felt that, well, one, there's a lot of talk about fat shaming in here and about sugar and stuff. Maybe as a diabetic, I'm a little bit tetchy on that, but yeah, that bothered me a tiny bit. And I suppose as a bigger bloke. But also, I did feel like actually the ending, no one could have really guessed from the first third. And I always think like, you should be able to, it should be plausible that the reader can, otherwise I feel a little bit played and not in such a good way. So maybe I'll give it 4 out of 5 for that. But I've got the new one in my sights now, because this is definitely a series that I'm going to carry on reading. So yeah, very much enjoyed this. So my plans are, and that was my cozy choice, I should say, for Autumn Book Hibernation, which I've decided to make this vlog 2 weeks worth of footage so that the whole of hibernation is involved. Although hibernation is extending until Tuesday, but I'm going to finish this vlog tomorrow. This was my prompt for a book with fall in the title, a book with a forest on the cover. I'm going to head to this next, which is The Faster I Walk, the Smaller I Am by Kirsty Skomsvold. And I know Jen has raved about this, so I've been meaning to get to this for ages. I might take a picture of that with this nice background and a jumper that I've got. Well, I've rediscovered a favourite jumper for autumn. And then my book that's a myth is going to be, or a myth retelling, is going to be Medusa, which I got book shopping with Mum. Did I share that? I can't remember if I shared what I bought in the bookshops, but yeah, I got this in Hatchetts. So yeah, that is the plan. Of course, I need to read The Wolf Den, which Mum and I are now going to be doing a live with Elodie Harper with on Tuesday. I need to go and check that Chris hasn't fainted in the shower. That'll be a sight. And yeah, I'll catch up with you anon.
Don't you film me? I have no permission.
Hi everyone, it is Sunday the 14th of November and it's about 4 o'clock. It's going dark. I have literally spent the last 2.5 hours in the bath editing this vlog up to this point. Wow. So yeah, 2 weeks reading vlog, probably not going to do it again, but I think I felt with the first week I hadn't really done enough bookish stuff, so I wanted to, anyway. It's here and it'll be going live today, hopefully. Before I sign off though, I did want to mention that I did finish The Faster I Walk, the Smaller I Am by Kirsty Skomsvold, and I will tell you about this in the live show that I'm doing with my mum on Tuesday, as I will my thoughts on Medusa and The Girl Behind the Myth by Jessie Burton, illustrated by Olivia Lemenech Gill, I think is right. So yeah, I'll be telling more about that. What I'm planning on reading next and coming up with is The Wolf Den, which is the group read, which is what me and Mum will be discussing with all of you, hopefully, who've read it, and Elodie Harper herself. So we'll be chatting about how we've got on with book hibernation for the first half hour on Tuesday at 7 p.m, and then the second half hour will be joined by Elodie. Now, there's 2 prompts that I have not, well, 3 prompts that I've not hit because I haven't hit a book. Well, I haven't read the group read, but this is all because I haven't hit the group read prompt, but this is also going to be my book with an orange cover prompt. And I haven't done the 2 extra prompts, which are my non-fiction read, which is this, Dear Centauran, Black Spirit Memoir by Quakey Mosaic, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. And as I said earlier in the vlog, they've become one of my favourite authors ever. But I'm going to finish this. I paused Claudia Winkleman, even though I've got a tiny little bit left to go, because I want to finish this first, and then have this count as my non-fiction book for book hibernation. And then the one to do with fire or fireworks or bonfires or anything like that is A Slow Fire Burning by A Slow Fire Burning by Paula Hawkins, who I saw earlier in this vlog, although I didn't film anything with that. I wish I should have, actually. I need to stop doing these shoulda, woulda, couldas. Anyway, these 3 will actually become part of the first of next week's themed reading vlog. If you can guess what the theme is, I will, I don't know, I'll do something magical. Maybe send you a book, who can say. Yeah, let's see if you can guess what the link is. And it's not book hibernation and it's not the colour orange. What is the link between these 3 books and the reading vlog that I'm going to do over the next week? And it will just be a week one. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what else you'd like to see in vlogs going forward. Anything and everything. I will try, well, I was going to say your wish is my command, but I will try and weave some magic. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's going dark, so I need to shush. But yeah, if you get this far, leave me 3 emojis: a fire or a firework, a love heart, any colour that you like. Oh no, let's go for an orange love heart. And what was the other one? Oh, a witch or something like a pumpkin or Halloweeny. They are the 3 emojis that I'd like to see, along with a comment, really, obviously, just telling me how you're enjoying the vlogs and what you'd like to see going forward and stuff. That'd be lovely. And like I said, see if you can work out what links these 3 books for next week's vlog. I'll speak to you all soon. Bye. Thanks for watching as well, because I know this was a bit of a long one, but yeah, bye.